it's the 21st of November. I think this is my second pregnancy update that I'm doing. So I am 9 weeks today. On my two different apps, one of them says baby is the size of a cherry, and the other app says that baby is the size of a green olive. It's so exciting to see the fruits getting a little bit bigger each week. So in the last week, the main thing that happened was, yeah, my first maternity bra arrived, and I did take a little clip of that, so I'll pop that in now so you can see my first, like my initial thoughts on that. So I bought my first couple of pregnancy bras. The first one arrived today. So this is the Medela Sleep Bra. It was quite expensive, it was like $53. But yeah, I've just popped it on and it's super comfy. So I got this in a size medium, so it's this crossover. I thought it was going to be padded, but it's not, unfortunately. But it's so comfy. So you can wear these just as like a normal day-to-day bra, which I may do at some point, but I think at the moment it's going to be mostly just for sleeping in. I think I already said I got a size medium. I think a size small would probably fit me better at the moment, but I didn't want to buy something that I'm going to like outgrow in just a few weeks, so I figured a medium I'll be able to use for a bit longer. So yeah, my first maternity product. I'm so excited. But yeah, the maternity bra has been super helpful for sleeping in at nighttime. It's just so much easier to like roll over and just a little less painful. So that's been really good. I do have two more that I've ordered that haven't arrived yet. One from Bendon that is on the way. I got an email today to say that it's on the way now. And another one from a New Zealand brand called Close to the Heart, which I think is quite a very small, new-ish New Zealand business. But theirs was out of stock, so I'm waiting for like the next shipment to come in. So I think they're expecting the shipment next week or this coming week. So I'll probably get that in like maybe 2 weeks or so. But yeah, so it's been great having the maternity bra. I'm really looking forward to having more than one so that I can put one in the wash and still have one to wear, because at the moment it's kind of like put it in the wash in the morning and hope that it's a sunny enough day that I get it back for that night. Yeah, in terms of symptoms in my 8th week, the only thing I wrote down was I was gagging every morning. I'm just gagging over kind of not everything, but like random things. Like I'm gagging at the smell of the fridge. Like there's nothing off in the fridge, everything in the fridge is fine, but it's just every time I open the fridge door I'm just bombarded with, I guess, the smell of everything combined. It just, yeah, I hate opening the fridge. I literally hold my breath as long as I remember. I hold my breath to open the fridge now, and if I don't, then I'm gagging. The other random thing that I gagged over the other day was banana. Like I cut up some banana to go on my porridge and that was fine, and then I went to reuse the knife, like the knife that I had used for the banana. I went to reuse it for something else, and so I wiped off the little bit of smushed banana that was on the end of it, and the sight of the smushed banana on the chopping board made me gag. Like what? Like I was eating banana anyway, what did it matter that it was a bit smushed? But anyway, that's the kind of random thing that I'm gagging at the moment. But aside from that, like my nausea's been, it's not been that bad. Like I still haven't thrown up at all. Yeah, I mean, I still feel like a little sick every day. It's honestly, it's not all day. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to talk about. So this week just been, I had to start doing full days at work again because we've been in lockdown. So I've only been doing afternoons at work. I've been working online in the mornings and then afternoons at school. But because the kids have come back to school for like full days, so since Wednesday I have been, you know, basically working my normal hours, so like getting to school about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was not sure how I was going to go in terms of like nausea, lightheadedness, all those kind of morning pregnancy related things. I was not sure how, like, because I've been able to like really take my time, kind of like get up when I want each day, and have a really slow start to the day. So I was interested to see if I was actually going to be okay to work in the mornings. And yeah, I've been fine. I'm making sure to like do my showering and stuff at night so that I can basically get up as late as possible, so that all I have to do when I get up is like have breakfast and get my food ready, and then I go. So I'm not having to get up like an hour before I need to go. And yeah, I try and like take my time and do everything kind of slowly in the mornings to kind of give myself a bit of space. But yeah, I've been absolutely fine. Maybe feeling like a little bit nauseous in the mornings, but like no worse than I would if I was getting up later. Like I just feel exactly the same. And then pretty much at work while I'm with the kids, I'm so busy that I don't even have time to like stop and think about the fact that I'm nauseous. Like I just don't even, it doesn't register for me whether or not I feel sick while I'm at work, which is great. So I just feel pretty much fine all day. The only thing that I do notice while I'm with the kids is if I try and stand for too long, then I do start to feel a bit sick. But as long as I'm mostly sitting, then I have been absolutely fine doing full days at work, you know, getting up early. Yeah. So I'm really pleased that it's not really like impacting my job, or like, yeah, it's not really impacting much. Yeah, I really didn't have any new symptoms this week. My aversions are all the same as they have been, you know, getting tired and out of breath. Like it's all just pretty much exactly the same. Nothing seems to be getting worse. Jonathan's mum came around for lunch yesterday and she brought all the stuff around with her, like all the food, and we had filled rolls, which we quite often have when we have lunch with her. But obviously I couldn't have the ham, and like she also brought avocado. Normally I would load my bun up with avocado because I love it, but I cannot even stand the sight of avocado at the moment. So I skipped the avocado. I couldn't have the mayonnaise either. So I think I literally put in like a beetroot relish, a couple of slices of tomato, and then a little bit of lettuce. And even tomato makes me feel a little bit like I don't really want to be eating tomato at the moment. But I was like, well, I can't do a roll with just beetroot relish and then lettuce because there's like nothing in it. So I had the tomato in there as well, and I got halfway through the bun, and I think it was because of the tomato and I really didn't want to be eating the tomato. I was trying really hard not to gag the last few bites, and I was trying really hard not to let her see that I was trying not to gag as well. So, because yeah, we haven't told her yet. Oh, I don't think this was in the last update. I have told my school principal. I told him on the Monday just been. So he's known for almost a week now. Yeah, he was really like supportive and like pleased for me. He knew that I had had a loss this year. I don't know if he knows that I've had 2, but he definitely knew that I had at least 1. So he kind of knows that it's been a bit of a rough journey for us. So yeah, he was really pleased with, pleased for me. He promised he wouldn't tell any of the other staff yet, because obviously not a lot of people at school know at this stage. But yeah, he's actually not going to be my principal next year. He is leaving at the end of the year, and we do have a new principal, so at some stage I am going to have to tell the new principal. I don't think I need to tell the new principal until next year though. The only reason I wanted to tell the principal now is so that they can take it into consideration when they're doing like class placements for next year. Like if they want me to, I don't know, if they even want me to be a classroom teacher, or if they want me to just do like relieving for the time that I'm there before I go off on maternity leave. So yeah, I just wanted to give them a heads up before they like finalize everyone's like actual roles for next year. But once that's all decided, and that will be decided by the current principal, once it's all decided, the new principal doesn't actually need to know until next year, because, you know, I'm not obliged to tell my boss anytime soon, really. We will leave it there for today. So yeah, I'm 9 weeks today. Very exciting. And yeah, I will catch you this time next week. Hello again. It is the 25th of November. I am 9 weeks, 4 days today. I thought I'd just jump on and do a quick update because I had my midwife appointment just this afternoon, just now. So basically she just like did my blood pressure, which I think was normal because she didn't really say anything about it. Asked if I had any questions for her, and then gave me some stuff. So what has she given me? Well, I asked about the screening test for like Down syndrome and those like chromosomal abnormalities, because I'm not super concerned, but I know Jonathan's had some worries about that. And I also know that the test, like the regular test that you get done, it doesn't say whether the baby actually has a chromosomal abnormality. It just says whether you're at a normal risk or a high risk for having it. So she told me about this other test, which is also a blood test. I think it's the NIPT, the non-invasive prenatal testing. I don't know what it stands for, but I think that's the one that she was talking about, that actually tells you if you have it or not, or if the baby has something or not. But she said it's not funded, so you have to pay for it, and it's about $600. So she's filled out the referral for us, and she gave it to me to bring home so we could like discuss it at home. And we've discussed it a little bit, and I think we've decided not to do it. I know chromosomal abnormalities are like, a lot of it is based on the parent's age, and we're not old, so I think we're probably going to be fine. And hopefully if something was wrong, then our free test would come back with high risk, which would mean that we'd be able to get further testing for free anyway. So hopefully everything's fine. But yeah, what else has she given me? She's given me a whole lot of stuff to read. I've gotten a booklet about iron. I've got a booklet about food safety. I've got one about how to be healthy in pregnancy, just in general, one about immunizations. I've got this huge book, which I'm halfway through reading, which is just like all about pregnancy, I think. I bookmarked a page on, it was about like legally when you have to give notice to your work, you have to put it in writing, which I didn't realize because I was just gonna like tell the principal, like the new principal, once we've got our new principal next year. But it says here that legally you have to put it in writing. You have to write down when you're finishing, how long you want off, etc. So I've bookmarked that page so I remember to come back to that and do everything by the book. There's a little voucher for some breast pads and stuff, which I don't know if I'll use that, but it's in there. She's given it to me. It actually came with some breast pads in the little pack she gave me. I don't know how many are in here. Oh, 2. There's 2 in there, so I can literally just try them, decide if I like them before I buy them. There's another little pamphlet about, I think this is literally just adverts for, oh, this one's all about nappy rash, which I guess I will need to know about at some point. It seems really early though, like I'm literally still in my first trimester. And then there's a thing for stretch marks and a little hand sanitizer. So nice to get, you know, a few actual little products in there. Was not expecting to get anything like that. But yeah, other than that, it was a very like straightforward, very quick appointment, because we are still technically in level 3. She said she's only allowed to do like 5 minutes face-to-face with people, so she basically has to kick us out as fast as she can. So that was fine. At least I got to meet her. I hadn't actually met her before today. And yeah, I will see her again in January. But yeah, I mean, I can contact her. I've got her number. I've texted her a couple of times already, and yeah, I know that she's happy to answer questions, hopefully, anytime I've got questions, so I just flick her a text. But yeah, that's it for today. Hello, it is the 28th of November. I am 10 weeks pregnant today. I'm just having a little cup soup for lunch, but I thought I'd sit down and have a chat with you now. I know I have jumped on a couple of times this week to let you know what's been happening, but I thought I'd do my big update now. So, what have I written down for 9 weeks? Oh, I updated you already about my midwife appointment, didn't I? So the next thing I've got written down is that my second maternity bra came in the mail, the one from Bendon. So I'm not as blown away by this one as I was by the first one, but I'll insert the clip now of like me trying it on and talking you through my first impressions of that one. My second maternity bra has arrived. So this is the one from Bendon. The brand is Me by Bendon, which is their newest brand. And it does fit. I got a size medium in this one as well, but it's nowhere near as stretchy as the other one that I have. And it's got like 10 rows of hooks at the back, but instead of going from like a regular sized bra to bigger so that you can like keep wearing it as you get bigger, it's like from a regular sized bra and smaller. So I don't really understand how the smaller ones would be for a size medium, because they look so tiny. And like even right now when my boobs basically haven't started growing yet, I'm on like the second to last hook. So I'm not as happy with the sizing of this one. I don't think it's going to fit me for as long, but at the moment it does still fit me, and it is nice and comfy. These bits are cutting in, but obviously I'm going to cut these off. But yeah, nice and comfy at the moment. The lace is nice and cute. This one definitely looks more like a regular bra, so I could wear this under more of my actual clothes, whereas the other one has like thicker straps, so you'd see it under a lot of my dresses and stuff. So that one is pretty much just going to be for nighttime. But yeah, this one I can probably wear during the day as well, which will be nice. I don't think I said this in the previous clip, but that one was only $30, so it was basically like half the price of the other ones that I bought. So I guess it's fine that it's not as good, not as comfortable, because it was a lot cheaper. But what else have I got? So I've been much more nauseous this week. Like last week, I almost said to you that my nausea was like starting to ease, and then I decided I was gonna like leave it another week and see if it actually continued, because it had only been better for a couple of days last time I filmed an update. But this week it's been worse. I'm still not vomiting, thankfully, but I am gagging at everything, and literally at nothing as well. Like I'll get up in the morning and I will literally just be gagging over absolutely nothing. And my nausea used to go away as soon as like I was busy teaching my class. So like being busy kind of took my mind off it. That is not the case anymore. I am still nauseous and like trying not to gag in front of my class. It goes away at about lunchtime at the moment, so I'm trying to get through like 8 till 12-ish, like 4 hours with my class, hiding all of this. And then yeah, usually at about lunchtime I'm okay, and then sometimes it kind of comes back in the evening as well. Usually by the time like when we start making dinner, obviously I'm still not able to eat like proper dinner food, but Jonathan will be making his dinner, And if I'm in the kitchen at the same time and like seeing the food that he's using and stuff, I will start to get a little bit nauseous around dinner time again. And then it kind of like, sometimes it goes away after dinner, sometimes it continues into the night. It hasn't stopped me getting to sleep though. Like sometimes I'll feel a little bit nauseous when I'm lying in bed, but then if I like sit up and eat a couple of crackers, I'll be okay enough to get to sleep. So it's still not like, it's not hugely impacting my life, but it is starting to make work a little bit harder. And also like the last couple of days at school, it was the nausea combined with exhaustion. Like every time I stood up and like tried to go see what the kids were doing, I had to just be like, sorry, I've got to sit back down again. I was so useless and so pathetic. And the kids, I think the kids are starting to be like, what is wrong with you? Because I have to like sit down all the time. I don't have the energy to like join in if they're doing dances or like literally anything. I just have to be sitting all day. But oh well, we're almost at the end of the year. I've got 2.5 more weeks of school, so it's not too long to go now. And the other thing that I've written down is, because it was Black Friday just been, and the sales are still on, like because the sales go from generally like Friday to Monday, I ordered some new bras, but not maternity bras. Oh, I did get a $50 voucher from Bendon. I won it on Instagram because I like answered their survey. So I had a $50 voucher anyway. So I figured it would be good to spend that either on like maternity bras or just like bigger bras. Because obviously I don't need like the nursing bras yet, like the ones that have a little clip here and come down. I don't need those yet. But what I do need is bras that are bigger than my regular size so that I can continue to wear bras comfortably during the day. Because at the moment, some of my bras still fit, but a lot of them are very tight and they give me that like double boob look where it's like spilling out over the top. So I thought it might be a good time to look at some new bras, but obviously because we are still, technically we're in lockdown, retail is open, but I don't feel comfortable going to the shops when there's so much COVID around, and also the shops are so busy at the moment because, you know, we've been in lockdown for 3 months, so everyone's keen to get to the shops. Also, it's coming up to Christmas, so it's a busy shopping time of year anyway. So I did not want to go to the shops. So I have taken a guess at some sizes, which I know is such a bad idea, but I figured it was a better idea than actually going to the shops at the moment. So normally I'm a 12C, and so what I've done is I've ordered 4 bras. Most of them, 3 of them are 14Ds. So I've gone up 1 band size and 1 cup size. One of the bras though, they didn't have in a 14D. So I've got it in a 14C. So it's up a band size but not up a cup size. But if you go up a band size, I was looking at their sizing chart, the cup gets bigger anyway because I guess, like, I don't know, but it does. So the 14C, the C part is 3 centimeters larger than the 12C. So hopefully the 14C, that one, will fit me now, and it's a nude one, so it'll be perfect under all my like summer clothes, because you know half of summer clothes are see-through. All of the other ones, the 3 14Ds, should be good in like a couple of months hopefully. But the other thing is, with my 12s, I normally wear them on like the loosest clip, and with a 14 I can start wearing them now and just do them up on the tightest clip, which should be about the same as a 12 on the loosest clip. And then obviously as my rib cage starts to grow, I can loosen them a little bit. So yeah, hopefully they're going to be the right size. the Black Friday sales were too good to miss. They had like, I think it was 40% off everything. So one of the bras was literally $15. I was getting them from like expensive brands. Like the other ones, I think I ended up paying about $38 for most of the bras, and they would normally be like at least $70. It was a really good deal. It was too good to pass up. And I know there's so many things that I could have got in the Black Friday sales. I still could, because they go till tomorrow. There's so many things I could be getting in these Black Friday sales. Like I could be getting all the expensive things, the cot, the pram, the car seat, reusable nappies, but it's just too much to think about. It's too much to think about all at once, and I'm still so early. I haven't had my 12-week scan yet, and I'm sure family is going to want to help us with some of those things as well. And we'll probably get a lot of them secondhand too. So I'm trying not to stress about the fact that the big sales are on and I'm just ignoring them. I'm sure it will all be fine. That was 9 weeks for me, and now I'm at 10 weeks. Oh, 10 weeks, the baby is the size of a prune this week. So that is also very exciting. Anyway, I will catch up with you when, I guess probably when some new bras arrive, either that or next week. It's the 5th of December, as you can see the Christmas tree is up, and I am 11 weeks today, so let's have a little chat. I'm going to try and make this one a little bit quicker than my previous couple of chats because I seem to go on for ages. But let's talk about my 10th week. So the first thing I've written down is I have been more thirsty and going to the bathroom more. This actually didn't start in week 10. This has been going on for ages. And I'm not sure if it's because I'm like consciously trying to drink more water because I'm pregnant. I'm sure that's part of it. Also because summer's just started here in New Zealand, so it's been, you know, warmer, which obviously makes you more thirsty as well. But I think even without those two things, I just am more thirsty than I would normally be, because normally I don't drink a whole lot of water at all. So yeah, I've been way more thirsty and then having to pee more often as well. But I don't think the peeing more often is because of pregnancy specifically. I think it's because I'm just drinking a lot more water than normal. Also, I've noticed this week, and this one has started in the last week, I've had dry nipples. I don't even know if this is like a thing, but like when I'm getting undressed, getting ready for the shower at the end of the day, there's literally like dry skin like flaking off my nipples. And like even sometimes I notice the dead dry skin like in my bra when I take it off. It's kind of gross, a little bit weird, but that's been a thing. I've been less sick this week, like less nauseous, which has been really nice. I've still gagged a couple of times and felt a little bit nauseous here and there, but for the most part I'm feeling much less nauseous, which is great. And also my appetite is starting to come back. So normally I'm quite like a snacker. I love to snack all throughout the day, and until this last week I was really like forcing myself to eat every few hours. But this week I felt much more like just wanting to snack and feeling like different types of food. My aversions seem to be lessening. I still don't really feel like the foods that I haven't been feeling like, but I've been able to stomach some of them, and the thought of them doesn't make me feel sick anymore. Like burgers were a huge turn off for me. Anytime I even saw a picture of a burger, I felt sick. But now I can see a picture of a burger and I'm like, oh yeah, like burgers are okay. I don't want one, but they're okay. And the other thing that happened was I had my blood test that like checks for your risk of chromosomal abnormalities, the NIPT or whatever it's called. So yeah, I had the blood test. I don't get the results until after I've had my scan though, because they like combine the information, the blood test with the scan, and then they put it together to tell you your risk. So I won't get my results from that until I've got 8 more days until my scan. But even after that, I don't know how long it will take for me to actually get the results. But yeah, that's the only other thing that happened. So generally, I am feeling better. Oh, no, I had a cry yesterday morning over nothing really. I was saying that I wanted to do some cleaning before his mum came yesterday, and Jonathan was like, what is there to clean? Like, isn't the house fine? Like, he wasn't even arguing with me. He just asked what it was that I wanted cleaned, and I made it a big thing in my head and decided he was arguing with me and he was being really annoying and frustrating, and so I started like getting annoyed at him. It resulted in him like storming downstairs and slamming the door, and which is fair enough based on how I was acting, and I literally just like collapsed on the couch and cried. And then he came up and he was like, I'm sorry, and I was like, it wasn't even you, like, you were fine, you were just reacting to me being a bit of a dick. And even like as I was crying, I was like, this is such a stupid reaction to what just happened. I know this was all my fault, but I was still crying, and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine, but I'm not finished crying yet. And I was like laughing while I was crying because it was so ridiculous. That was my 10th week, and I'm gonna hop off and I will catch you again for one more update in a week. It's the 12th of December and I am 12 weeks today, which feels so good. This is supposedly the time when everything gets a little bit more safe, like the risk of miscarriage goes down. I do have my 12-week scan tomorrow because today's a Sunday, so the actual scan is tomorrow. So after that I'll have like the confirmation that nothing's gone wrong in the last 6 weeks since my last one. So today I'm feeling pretty good, but I think after I have that confirmation tomorrow I'm going to feel way better. But today's going to be the last update for this video. I'm going to start a new one. So my 12-week scan, I'm sure if you're seeing this video then that has gone fine, but I'll leave the actual like talking about that for my next video. So today we're going to go back and talk over my 11th week. So I got a cold in the last week, and it was pretty bad. It was a bad cold. So Monday I had a sore throat and I powered through because I was like, no, school's almost done for the year, like I need to be here. And then Tuesday the sore throat was not as bad, but I was super snotty. I was blowing my nose all the time, but I still powered through. And then Tuesday night I literally could not breathe. Like, I was awake pretty much the whole night struggling to breathe. So I took Wednesday off because I was like, at this point I can't go to work and like risk giving this to my whole class. Also, there was no way I would have been able to actually work through that day. And then I ended up taking Thursday off as well because by the end of Wednesday, every time I stood up I felt like I was just gonna faint. So yeah, I had 2 days off work, felt much better by Friday. But normally I can just power through a cold, like I can keep going to work, but I was completely knocked out. My third maternity bra arrived, the one from Close to the Heart, which is a smallish New Zealand brand. It is a little bit too big for me at the moment. It feels super comfortable, but because it's not super tight, when I lie on my side, my boobs like fall out of it because gravity, you know. So I just need to grow a little bit, and I think it will be great once I'm a little bit bigger. But I won't show you that one on because I don't know, maybe when it fits a bit better, but it is super comfy, just know that. I have started using a pillow like between my knees when I sleep. It's not necessary, like I could totally sleep without it, but it's so comfortable. And I don't even know if it's pregnancy related. Like, have you tried just sleeping with a pillow in between your knees when you're just normally, just like when you're not pregnant? Because I feel like it would be super comfy anyway. Yeah, and luckily we have 3 pillows, so I'm able to do that and no one misses out on their pillow. I have chosen the pregnancy pillow that I would like, and I sent it to Jonathan as like a little hint, like Christmas is coming up, this is the one I think I want. And he has confirmed that he is getting it for me for Christmas, so I'm really excited for that. What else? I've still had a bit of nausea on and off, not every day, but every like day or two I get a little bit, mostly in the mornings, but yeah, it's not super bad. My bump, now I realize I haven't like talked about my belly at all yet, which is strange, but I guess it's because it hasn't really started yet. I've had what looks like the start of a bump for 3-ish weeks now, but it's not a bump. It's literally the bloating and the water retention from like just the hormone changes from being pregnant. So it's not the baby, it's not actually a proper baby bump, but it kind of looks like it is. So I'm filming like a pregnancy transformation video where I put in a clip of my tummy every week the whole time, and I've been filming that since 6 weeks, and it's so funny because you see my tummy start to get bigger like straight away, and then the last week or so it's kind of, I guess maybe the hormones have leveled out, or I don't know, but it looks like my tummy's getting smaller again because literally the bloating is going down. So it's so funny, it looks like I've gone backwards, but yeah. So I can pop in a little clip of what my belly looks like today if you're interested, but yeah, it just looks like I'm a little bit bloated, which is literally all it is. It's not a baby yet. I have been using jojoba oil on my tummy because apparently like if you wait until you've got stretch marks, it's almost too late. You've got to start before it starts, because apparently it's just the whole keeping the skin hydrated means that when it expands you're less likely to get stretch marks. So I'm not honestly super fussed about stretch marks. If I get them, it's not a big deal to me. I just, honestly, what I enjoy is just rubbing my belly and feeling like I'm almost interacting with the baby, because how else am I supposed to interact with the baby right now? There's nothing I can, so it feels like a little interaction. Oh, and the other thing that started just in the last couple of days is I feel like my blood pressure is really low, and actually my app this morning when I swapped over to 12 weeks, my app said basically my blood is going to my baby first and then it's coming back to me, so it can cause, well, it does cause lower blood pressure, which means that like when you stand up you feel a bit faint, a bit dizzy, and if you try and do things too fast as well. And it's exactly what I've had literally just the last couple of days. I mean, I'm still like slightly exhausted, not super bad, but like tired from everything. But this was different. This is like an actual dizzy, low blood pressure kind of a feeling. So it's like I'll stand up off the couch and then it'll hit me because I've stood up too fast, and I'll literally have to bend over and wait. And it's fine. It's fine because, you know, I've had low blood pressure in the past as well. It's something that kind of comes and goes for me anyway, so I know how to deal with it. I know to just take things slow, get up slowly, all that kind of stuff. I was sitting on the couch with Jonathan this morning and I was like, okay buddy, I'm about to get up, can I please have some of this blood? But like, of course that's not how it works. You can't like request and be like, come on, I'm about to do an activity, give me something. No, you just got to do it and then wait for it to catch up. But yeah, anyway, that is the end of this update. So I'll be back with another one in the next few weeks, which obviously I'm going to start filming tomorrow as soon as I've had my 12-week scan, because that is a super exciting thing that I am really looking forward to. But yeah, thank you for watching this one, and I'll see you again in a week with something else.